I smell rabbit. I smell rabbit. I smell rabbit. I smell rabbit. I keep watch. You leave, you call me. I'm hungry. Let's hunt.
Hello, 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 hello. Shout out, shout out. Let's do this. Third challenge. Parang gusto mong palitan to sila. Palitan muna natin si Amber. Palitan natin si Shanling.
I'll
Shangling.
bring my seasonings.
Shanling. Third challenge. 30? 30 only? Oh, light all the blazer. Light all the blazer. Ano yun? Hindi ko mag-get yun. Ano yung light mo? Ano bang gagawin? Buti nakalimutan ko rin. Ano ito? Ano yung challenge? Ano yung challenge ko dito? Ano ba itong makulit na ito? Light all the braziers and open the chest within 30 seconds. Even I can defeat all enemies. Defeat all enemies. Tingnan natin ito.
I taste blood.
Stick ko na to. Parang stick ko na to. Huwag mong i-stick. Tayo ng mga hindi pa natin napupuntahan. Oh, meron na uli. Sapat. Pages ko. 800. 800. 800. Kailangan mo? Dito ako. Oh, 28 na ako eh. What's wrong? Got it.
Hey!
Ito muna tayo doon. Nakakaya natin ba doon? Look of the doves in the wood. Look for doves in the wood.
Hey!
Ganda yung kalapating yun.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a huntsman.
Doves in the wood. Scare doves. Investigate what happened afterwards.
Nice and spicy.
Oh, ayun. Tapos din ang harap. Salamat, salamat. Kuyan ko. I'm going spicy.
Enhanced animal model. Animal perfect degree of
Liyab tuloy kayo. Kita mo yan? Maraming matindihan itong combo. Tara. Pass muna tayo. Pass muna. Mayan ito. Sino tong Kuya Bibing? Ah, hindi. Wala. Hindi ako maka Minimum World Level 3. Hanap ng 29.
Stand clear.
Report back. Ayun, 113. Oops! May parang ano ba to? Geoclus ba to? Ano ba? Geoclus. Where are you? Taas baba. Ayun! Kita ko rin. Mabot kaya to? Mabot yung free. Kita ko yung free. Ano nakita mo? Ayos ba? Ayos? Ayos na, ayos na. Lakas na. Oops. Lipad ka pa. Lipat muna tayo kay ka-drop. regarding this trivia, it is some game. What is that? Okay. Alam na ako na ito.
Maybe I'm not cut out to be a huntsman.
Next.
Do not go hunting in the game preserve.
Walang malapit na ano. Walang malapit. Na tayo. Ganda ng pakpak mo, pre. Gusto mo yun? Gusto ko yan. Ano nakita ko dito? Wala ba? Ito.
What was that?
So,
Oh, it's gone. Can I go take a look? Here. Yeah. Yeah. Absorption test. Enhanced animal module 75.
Kalas. Tapos na ako mag-29. Spread. Tayo. Ayun na. Si yung bata. Di ba dati, Shanding? Ay, isa pala nakukuha ko niya. Naasusin. May lumilipad na naman yung lumilipad na naman na ghost.
Enhanced animal
Hindi pa makapagpaano. Pagli ko ng energy. Parang ito. Ito na yung ghost na. Ano ghost? Ayun.
Absorption test.
Ayun ang isa. Ito baba. Ulit. Sabi na sa baba. Hirapan ako na ito. Hindi po yun. Hindi po yun. Close. Ay, animo pala yung animo. Animoplus. Pedioplus. Ay, kulang. Kulang. Bakit walang harang? Alin walang harang? Nagkaharang na kanina, walang harang na naman. Hindi naman kasi araw-araw pa to. Okay lang yan.
Animal test 6308.
Animoplus. Salamat po, Victoria M. Fernandez. Salamat sa patambak. Oh.
I haven't been out in a while.
Layo. Victoria M. Fernandez. Kamusta po? Kamusta po?
Do mo you ta hung yara.
Don't break my glasses. That's la la la. I'll protect Stand clear. Animal Absorption test.
Handa pa kayo. Ayan, dalawa na. Dalawa na susi ko. Kaya nga, hindi parang Complete 8 daily commission to receive na araw-araw po. So, habang nagpapa-level ako, no? Kailangan.
That stomach cramp.
Ano meron dun? Ano meron akong bago ulit? Wait until the following day. Following day pa? Itong following day, wait lang. So, nga eh. Ano ba yan? Following day ka pa. 20. Ayan na. Wait na siguro. Kala ko kasi si Wanwan nagluto. Chicken dinner si Wanlo. Wanlo. Wanlo kasi. Ayan na. An organization talk to the bank staff. Ano ba yun? Kalayo naman. Uy. Nakaliw. I miss you.
Race you!
New stock at Sigo Antiques?
Wala, nahulog pa.
What should I put in my letter?
Welcome, friend of child, and congratulations on the first day of your illustrious career with the Fatui. You sound remarkably sure of yourself. Remember, we are mere mortals. Our ideas are fluid like water. Only the Tsaritsa truly has a will as solid as the permafrost. But back to the matter at hand. Child tells me that he has upheld his end of your agreement.
What agreement? Oh, the thing about him helping us find a guy?
Correct. Child promised he would find someone to break the stalemate, and the Harbingers do not break their promises lightly.
Ah, where is that guy anyway?
Child is currently at Lioli Pavilion.
Oh, Paimon knows this one. Ahem. There are two styles of cooking in Liyue, known as Li style and Yue style. They have been competing for centuries, but neither has emerged as the clear winner. The flagship restaurant of the Li style is the Lioli Pavilion. The owner especially chose "Don't talk to Paimon like that." Anyway, Paimon's hungry. Let's get moving.
Started. Okay, let's get it on. Paimon! Nagkukutom na naman si Paimon!
Aha, you made it. As promised, I've found someone who can help you. Someone who can solve the mystery of why the Liyue Qixing would hide the Geo Archon's vessel.
So, where is he? In Lioli Pavilion?
He certainly is. Come, I'll introduce you. I took the liberty of setting up a business dinner, as per the Liu custom.
Welcome back, sir. You honor us with your patronage. Mr. Zhongli is awaiting your arrival in the room you booked.
May bago na naman mga ano na, character.
Hi.
Bago na mga character. Nakita ko sa may nagla-live sa ano sa Facebook eh. May bago lumabas na babae. Wala kasi sa ano eh. Sa 17 na ano, 17 na character wala sila.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Zhong Li, consultant to an organization known as Wang Sheng, and a trusted Indeed, Wang Sheng's line of work can be sensitive at times. Let's just say they understand when discretion is needed. And we, the Fatui, have always been glad to do business with friends who walk in the shadows.
Walk in the shadows?
It is an honor to meet you. I have heard tell of you from Mondstadt.
Discretion? Shadows? Is Wangshan some kind of business involving dealing with people?
Indeed. It is as you have guessed. The Wangsheng Funeral Parlor organizes burials. We ensure that those who pass on do so in peace.
Huh?
Did you think he was some sort of hired killer? The Fatui calls many such people friends, but the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor does not dabble in such business. Well, ostensibly. Well, they are still... I shouldn't say too much. In any case, I brought you to meet Mr. Zhong Li because...
Because I can bring you to see Rex Lapis's vessel.
What?
Don't be so surprised. Sure, the Geo-Archon's body has been squirreled away by order of the Tianquan Ningguang, but...
Rex Lapis may be the prime of Adepti, but he is ultimately an Adeptus. Many Adepti have left us over the millennia. The times have changed. You must have felt it too when you were at Jueyun Karst. As you have seen, the time of the Adepti is ending, and the time of mankind is slowly dawning. In years past, Liu's tradition was that a huge memorial service be held to mark the passing of every Adeptus. But this time, the Qixing have made no attempt whatsoever to respect this tradition.
Yeah, the killer hasn't even been caught yet.
Deicide or not, the concern of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is this. When the ritual to receive this god is so kingly, it is all the more egregious for his final send-off to go unattended to. Traveler, Child has told me a lot about you. Since you have had dealings with the Animo Archon, could I ask you to help me prepare the Geo-Archon's last rites?
A wise decision. The Tianquan Ningguang has forbidden anyone from accessing Rex Lapis's vessel, which of course you would need to access if you were to achieve your goal of meeting all of the seven.
Precisely. Only by participating in the rite of parting will you be able to see the form of Rex Lapis again. If we are agreed, come with me. We will speak of the details as we walk.
Alright, my bridge building work here is done. Turned out well, didn't it? You can go if you want to. Don't worry about me. I might just have a few more drinks, and get acquainted with these things they call chopsticks in the meantime.
After having experienced the land of the absentee Archon, traveler, how does it feel to know that our Archon and Adepti are here all around you in Liyue? I see. So you're that sort of person. It's not a bad thing. But I suppose you have yet to experience the substance of Liyue's 3,700 years of divinity. Organizing the rite of parting should prove to be an enlightening part of your travels. Liyue is the most prosperous of the 7 nations, defended by deities and ruled by the Qixing. As such, the diplomatic maneuverings of the Fatui have gained no purchase here. Ningguang of the Qixing has always been on her guard against the Fatui. That is in...
What would child get out of us doing the rite of parting anyway?
I neither know nor do I wish to know. As far as I am concerned, the Fatui are merely financial sponsors. I only wish for Liyue's traditions to endure. These are the advance funds that Child has provided. If you use them up, you can go to him to apply for any subsequent funding.
Wow!
Well then, let us be off. The first step in our preparations shall be to obtain some prized Noctilucous jade worthy of a deity.
Welcome to the Jade Mystery, my good friends. Would you like to try your luck betting on Jade? This could be your lucky day. It's cheap and it's fun, and who knows, you just might strike it rich.
Betting? No, we're here for... what was it again?
Noctilucous jade, of radiant grade at the very least.
Radiant grade Noctilucous jade? I see. You're not a tourist. My apologies. I have some here for your perusal. What do you think? The Jade Mystery is an old name in the jade business. Just look at that wonderful quality. Rex Lapis doesn't often bless us with such finery. Go on, pick whichever one you like.
These 3 pieces really do look pretty. Not like the ones you usually dig up. But how do we pick? Should we just grab one and go?
Very good. It seems you have learned some tricks of the trade.
What do you think, Mr. Zhongli? How should we pick from these pieces of Noctilucous jade?
Oh? You want me to decide? That is fine as well. If it were me, the answer would be simple.
Oh? And that would be...
I'll take them all, boss.
Oh, you act with such panache, good sir. I always knew you were not a man of ordinary caliber.
Oh, wait, boss! That one didn't count! We need to discuss it again! Hey! If we only need one for the ritual, are we wasting 3 times the Mora if we buy them all?
Oh, Mora. It is as you say. I suppose I overlooked this particular aspect of the transaction.
Huh? How do you not think about Mora when buying things?
If one must always consider Mora before acting, then in all things one is bound by Mora. All Mora is currency, but not all currency is Mora.
What? Is this how the rich live? Well, he knows a lot about big money, but not a lot about big savings.
No need to waver. Even when I am constrained by Mora, I have ways of working around my limitations. Evaluating the quality of Noctilucous jade is indeed very tricky. As crude ore, there is little difference in texture, lustrousness, and internal pattern between good and bad jade. Only after the item made using Noctilucous jade has taken shape will you be able to see whether it is up to par or not. If you return to those crafty merchants to quibble, they will counter by saying that your crafting bench is to blame, or that your heat control.
Whoa! To think it's that easy to get cheated!
But there is a way to truly evaluate this jade. And a fool sees the pointer and misses the moon.
What does that mean?
If you point at the moon with your finger, a wise man knows that you are pointing at the moon, while a fool will only see the finger, the patterns, the facade. These are all the finger. Noctilucous jade is a mystical stone used to light up the darkness, and so its brightness is the important thing. Noctilucous jade of excellent quality would have superior pyroaffinity. In other words, the bluer and brighter the luster of the ore under high temperature, the higher its quality. I have imparted the priceless secrets of the jade trade to you. Now, all that's left is to put it into practice.
Priceless, huh? Paimon's just sad that we might never be able to use it again. We're back to buy some rocks, boss. But can you let us burn them first?
Burn them? You can't do that, my friends. If you were to do so, what would I have to sell? That would... well... fine. As you wish, then. How about this? I can take a small sample of all three. I'll take a bit of a loss. We'll count it as a friendly gesture.
Don't worry. I know the rules. As long as we can prove that it is good jade, you will not take a loss.
All right. Take these as samples. I've carved them off with a knife and tagged them to boot.
Aren't these too thin? Even paper's thicker. No, even a bug's wings are thicker. These are almost see-through.
Stingy? I've already been very generous. Any more and you may as well have my neck.
But wouldn't something this thin go poof if we held it to the fire?
It can't be helped. Trying to deprive a merchant of his profits would be like forcing a ravenous wolf to vomit up the food in its stomach. Now,
what sort of conditions?
while we add the high temperatures using pyro, we can use hydro to reinforce it from within. This way, the samples will not disintegrate immediately.
Oh! Oh, sir, to think you were this learned. Thank you for your understanding.
Strictly speaking, asking for samples when we have not yet agreed to purchase the goods is unfair. Trade in Liyue must be based upon fairness.
Well, guess we just need to find a place to try this out. Oh, Paimon remembers we once saw this big pot down at the Dada Upa Gorge in the camp of the hilly churls from the Meaty tribe. It's real sturdy and should be able to take the elemental reactions. Now, let's pack those samples up and make a move.
meters. Ayaw mo dong.
It has been a long time since I last set foot in the Nation of Wind. A friend of mine from Mondstadt would always bring a few bottles of locally brewed dandelion wine whenever he came to visit me in Liyue. It must be said that the famed liquor of the land of pastorals is far better than Sumeru's frigid snake wine.
Trolls are still using it. It's a bit impolite, but we gotta cut the line. There's still soup in here. These hilly trolls sure have big appetites. This soup looks like it could be used as our hydro-elemental protection. Let's fire it up and begin our experiment. We're ready to go. Paimon will help remember which one of the three is which. Use pyro to keep making the pot hotter until we get the results we need. Mr. Zhongli said that the shinier and bluer the ore gets, the better it is, so pay close attention. Jade! Hilly trolls are surrounding us again! Were they attracted by the light? Such nosy behavior! Let's take care of them and continue again Jade, didn't it? More hilly trolls? They don't give up, do they? Looks like they're mad that we ruined their food. Come on, we can do it! jade, wasn't it? It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to... Buy some jade, shall we?
Diamond Tree. Oo nga eh.
You're back, my friends. I've kept the goods for you. Which of them would you like?
Ano pa sabi niya?
It was so much shinier than the rest. Let's go with that one. Let's head back to the Jade Mystery to...
Kalimutan ko kung paano yung kukunin. Ano yung kukunin ko? Tagal lang. Third.
Exactly! That's the one Paimon remembers too!
No problem. If you have your eye on this one, you can have it.
Then we'll take a box of the third type of jade.
Done. All the same, and pardon me for asking, but I'm curious. Whatever do you need this much top-quality Noctilucous jade for?
I suppose it would not hurt to tell you. We need them to make implements for the rite of parting.
Parting? Oh, dear. I'd heard the rumors, but had given much thought to them.
Oo nga eh.
This
Nalimutan ko na sinabi ni Paimon.
means that Rex Lapis really is...
Buti na tama ako.
Oh, it's hard to believe. Even though the Jade Mystery has been in decline, we have always been under his protection. It is said that when our Lord lost his way while going incognito in the city 200 years ago, it was a spoon from the Jade Mystery that he had used to sample the local delights. Alas, alas, all things must pass. Well, if this is to be used to say farewell to Rex Lapis, then I shall sell this to you at half the price.
Are you sure? You didn't want to even give us an inch before.
If not for our Lord's protection, this city wouldn't exist as it does now. No proprietor could earn money off such a thing.
I'm sure Rex Lapis will feel your sentiment, boss.
In the safe hands of the Liyue Qixing and good honest merchants such as yourself, I for one believe that Liyue will continue to prosper as it always has done.
All right. Thank you, my friends. What's with me getting all sentimental like this? I'll practically be giving away all my fortune at this rate.
Now that we've made our choice, let's take this Noctilucous jade back.
Hey, wait a minute. He said it was half price, not that we could leave without paying.
Oh, right. I'm sorry. I must have forgotten to do that too. Let me see. As I thought, I didn't bring any.
Any what?
Mora. My apologies. Another oversight on my part.
Oh, that won't do. This isn't some small sum. Oh, wait. Didn't Child give us some advanced funds earlier? That's a relief. Have a look, Bob.
It's fine. Just enough for half price. Though to be honest, it'd be all right even if the sum wasn't quite enough.
Well, it's settled then. Let's take this jade to Eugene Terrace. That's where we plan to hold the rite.
Look at you bossing everyone around. You didn't cough up a single mora.
I will do my best. You have my thanks.
The key here is consumer psychology.
Nagulat. Nagtupag yung pusa.
Join the adventurers. The key here.
We can leave the jade here. I have already called for a jewelsmith to shape them into the implements that we will need. Ah, yes. I have yet to go and see Child. So, as for the jewelsmith's remuneration...
Guess we can't do anything else. Also, is this where we're doing the rite of parting?
Yes. I have already rented this location and have begun making preparations for the rite. That's right. The Liyue Qixing have acquiesced to using the location.
But when something this big happened here, should suspects like us really be at the crime scene? We might get caught by the Millilith. Although with that said, since we got back from Dwayne Karst, none of those pesky Millilith soldiers have come chasing after us. Also, the, Rex Lapis vessel...
Traditionally, we call it the Exuvia.
Ah, right! That's what it was called. You seem to know everything, Mr. Zhongli.
One must think that they already have someone. These things are for the authorities in Eugene Terrace to consider. Before the rite is conducted, the Exuvia...
Golden House?
The only
What? Oh, no! Paimon wasn't thinking about anything bad. Paimon thinks it suits Morak. But why do you know this, Mr. Zhong?
Since the rite of parting has the approval of the... Perhaps each has their motives. But this is the capital of commerce. A little in Liyue, where the god of contracts reigns. Only contracts may not be betrayed. I, for one, have no issue with little maneuvers outside their remit. Well then, we should go and prepare the perfumes used in the rite.
Perfumes? Where'll we get those? Do we buy them?
No. Perfumes used to honor the gods must be freshly decocted. The quality of the silk flowers we require is also special.
Zong. Dahil mo nalalaman na.
Silk flower petals contain a fibrous material of good quality, often used in brocade making. Its scent, however, is most elegant, and is especially suited for solemn events, like giving offerings to gods and adepti.
Rex Lapis. Ha? Poster sa baba? Saan poster? Ah. Sa Mondstadt? Binaliktad name niya, pre. Zhongli.
It's time for Zhongli's lectures on high society again.
We shall not speak of the details right now.
May the Lord of Geo...
Hearts of the Starstone.
Hey, boss, do you sell silk flowers here?
Silk flowers? We certainly do. Which kind would you like?
Which kind? The good kind? The best kind? Remind Paimon what kinds there are again.
Ugh, you ignorant shoppers. Always coming in here with your stupid questions.
Golden Housemaiden, Valley Weaver, and Fate's Yearning. One of each to start with, if you don't mind.
My goodness, this gentleman is quite the connoisseur. You two must be his servants. Please refrain from any further attempts to contribute. Now then, please peruse at your leisure. Do let me know if you have any further thoughts.
Hero din pala to, no? Si Zhongli.
Silk flowers exhibit different properties based on how their environmental conditions differ from their ancestral habitat. Nevertheless, just look at the abundant foliage here. And these stamens, glamorous as a maiden of the Golden House. This strain is, by contrast, this variety thrives in any dark, damp location, often in large clusters. Lastly, this strain is quite the recluse. Silk flowers have all but disappeared.
Wow!
I possess but a smattering of trivial.
Oh, Mr.
I'll take them all.
Again?
How can I put this? When purchasing opera tickets, it is natural to decide based on which singer has the most melodious voice. The same logic applies when purchasing a pet bird. But this, perhaps you'd like several other tedious and complicated traditions, this one has become simplified over time. But this is the only rite of parting to take place for one of the 7 in 3,700. Now that's settled. A question.
You forgot to bring money again? Zhongli.
If I may interject, did I hear you say that these flowers are to be an offering to the Lord of Geo himself?
Yes, in a sense.
Gosh, well, why didn't you say so? I heard the awful news about what happened at this year's Rite of Dissension. It would be bad luck to say it out loud, but I've been worried about our dear Lord ever since. Since these flowers will be used to glorify our Lord, they're free of charge. Just don't forget to pass on my regards.
Are you serious?
Why wouldn't I be? I would be nobody if not for Rex Lapis. If he hadn't written those poems in praise of my wares, they'd only be worth a fraction of what I can sell them for today.
Huh. So much folklore here revolves around Liyue's deity making cameo appearances in support of local businesses.
Thank you, boss.
Our skins? You were the one who forgot to bring money.
Please, it's the least I could do.
So, now that we've got the flowers, how do we make the perfume?
Ideally with the help of an expert. Unfortunately, none of my acquaintances have personal experience in the art of decoction.
Maldito naman. Maldito na.
Talk about first world problems.
Hence, I need you to help by asking around in the city. Try the common folk, especially women.
So this time we get to go around town looking for nice-smelling ladies to tackle? Paimon likes this job.
I will wait for you near the statue of the 7. Meet me there when the perfume is ready.
Maybe we can find some good candidates at the adventurers. Let's ask Lan. She's master of the Liyue branch, right? Animal test 6308.
Try your luck betting on Jade?
Listen, let me tell you.
Lan, we need to ask you for a favor.
I stopped accepting commissions a long time ago. Sorry, you two, but you'll just have to ask another adventurer.
Oh, it's not that kind of favor. It's just a teeny tiny thing.
Wow. Just wow. Do I look like the kind of girl who wears perfume to you? I think you're underestimating the kind of person I am.
Well, Paimon thinks you smell amazing. So come on, Lan. What's your secret if not perfume?
Now that you mention it, yes, there is something. What is that scent? Oh, it must be from the GENSHIN flowers I picked on the way back. I forgot I still had them with me.
Aha! The truth is out. Lan's got a soft spot for wildflowers.
No, they were for medicinal use only. Anyway, this is a pointless conversation. If you want to know about perfume, try talking to Chi-Ming.
The fortune teller, right? Paimon remembers she smells pretty good. Thanks, Lan. See you around.
Something to reach. Prototype run ko lang. Ito yung kailangan. Ano ko pa ng kailangan?
Hello. How may I help?
We've come to ask you a question.
Perfume? I rarely think to use it, let alone about how to make it myself. That said, some of the cosmetics I use are scented. Perhaps that's the cause of this confusion. Since I usually set up my stall by the docks, I avoid perfume like the plague, because Celestia forbid those lusty sailors catch a whiff and come hunting for—
That's the worst thing Paimon's heard all day.
While we're on the subject, have you never heard anyone mention Ying-Ar's homemade perfume?
Ying-Er? Oh, as in scent of spring, Ying-Er?
Yes, that's her. Many a rich family's daughter has gotten her to make perfume for them. Apparently, her homemade product is better than anything you'll find on the market.
Great! This is just the intel we need. Finally, we're getting somewhere.
Well, hello. You found me at last. I've been waiting for you.
What? How did you know we were coming?
Oh, I heard a rumor about a couple who were snooping around town looking for a sweet-smelling lady. Actually, I was starting to worry you wouldn't find me. This is the ultimate test of my appeal, after all.
Snooping around? Why are you making it out like we're bad people?
What can I say? People love to talk. Maybe you ought to be more discreet in the future if you don't want word to get around. Relax. I know why you're here. You want to get your hand on my homemade perfume, don't you? What kind would you like? 3 in one go. My goodness. You have extreme tastes for someone your age. Maybe the rumors I heard were true after all. You're on the prowl and need some sweet-smelling ammunition? Is that it? Is that the best you could come up with? Even if you were genuinely offering perfume to a deity, that doesn't explain why you'd need 3 kinds. Sorry, your story just doesn't hold water.
Zhongli was right. People don't remember this tradition anymore.
As one of my favorite poems goes, O cherry tree, begrudge not thy blossoms as they are deflowered in the spring, for come winter, even thy sturdiest wood shall wither.
That went over Paimon's head a little.
In short, I'm happy to help. Traveler, you can be my assistant, but you'd better make sure I'm the only person on your mind while you're hanging around with me. So, where is a good place for making sweet, sweet perfume? Where's that? Mondstadt? We're only making some perfume. There's no need to go to such ridiculous lengths. Somewhere closer to home will do. Let's go for the kitchen at Wan Min Restaurant. I've had a word with Chef Mao. We can start work now. Are you ready to please me?
What did you say?
I meant make me proud, as my assistant, obviously. While I'm setting up, you can go and fetch some water.
Liyue people must have iron stomachs. Try something new at the Wanmin restaurant.
Cheap and tasty chop suey!
Really got a lot going for it.
This water will do nicely. Now, I need you to extract the silk flower essence using a crafting bench. Perfume making uses an altogether different technique from alchemy. Here, let me teach you. Very carefully, take hold of the mortar and pestle. Gently does it. You need to keep your wrist firm so your hand doesn't slip. Now use your strong hand to stir it with a persistent rhythm. Keep going until the juices start to come out. Ooh, you're a natural, like a fish to water. Now take these and try it out on your own using a nearby crafting bench. Don't forget to do all three. They look visually identical during the essence extraction process, but I will put them into separate containers when the perfume is ready.
Wanmin restaurant.
The silk flower extracted 3.
Liyue people must.
Earth and water, wind and fire, craft for me what I desire.
Wow, this is some exquisite silk flower essence. On to the next stage, the most important one of all. The essence is placed into water and simmered over a low heat until most of the water has boiled off. You must take care to control the heat during this process. If the temperature goes too high, it will affect the scent. So please focus on controlling the heat. This is the final step. Don't waste a drop of that essence now. We want all of it in there. All 3 perfumes are ready, and you, my friend, were a wonderful assistant. A testament to the lengths you will go to for romance. It's so rare to see nowadays. Anyway, shall I give you a brief overview of each scent? It might just help you match the right scent to the right occasion.
Paimon wants to hear this.
This first one is sweet as candy, straight out of a fairy tale. Younger women will love it. The second one is for those with more refined tastes, the first choice for daughters of high society. Finally, the third one has a soft but lingering scent, like a mist that captures the last light of dusk. Mature women adore this one. All clear? Don't get them mixed up now. You'll ruin the mood. Good. Be sure to come visit if you ever need help with anything, okay? I'll leave you with some parting words. One who tries to sail 3 boats simultaneously should be careful not to go overboard. Come and hang out with me at Scent of Spring sometime, okay?
Let's take these 3 perfumes over to the Statue of Ascendance.
restaurant.
Mr. Zhongli's probably been waiting a while.
Lot going for it.
Cheap and tasty chop suey.
I haven't been out in a while.
Ate naman magsalita. Ang kulit niya magsalita.
La 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 la.
Yeah, sakto. Zhongli.
We've brought the perfumes, Mr. Zhongli. Did we take too long? You were just staring up at the statue.
Oh, you're back. Don't worry, I haven't waited long. Compared to the watch that Rex Lapis's statues have kept over Liyue, this was but a brief moment.
Well, how can a person compete with a statue?
That is true. Well, have you brought the perfumes?
3 sets, and not 1 less.
Thank you both. Let us offer them up.
This is the first kind of perfume. Miss Yinger said that it's sweet as a dream, and this is the second kind. It's got an elegant smell, and the daughters of high society love it. The third kind has a gentle but lingering fragrance. Something like the dusk mist, and it's a favorite of mature ladies. Oh, what was that? That's the one older ladies like, right? Does that mean that Rex Lapis is actually an older lady?
Perhaps. Rex Lapis has taken on countless forms. Perhaps that really was one of them.
What a shame. We only got to see the giant dragon form, and... Let's hope that Chi-Sing can catch the real killer.
We can leave that to the authorities. Let us focus on the fond farewell for Rex Lapis.
So, we finished another step in our preparations. What's next?
Next, I would like the 2 of you to help me borrow the cleansing bell.
Cleansing bell?
At present, a friend of mine named Madame Ping is the guardian.
Sure, but aren't you going to come with us?
Ah, I have certain reasons why I cannot be there in person. Please, do this for me.
Man, why's he gotta be so secretive this time?
Madam Ping. Balik na naman sa Liyue. Madam Ping! Asan ka, Madam Ping? Madam Ping! Madam Ping, I need to talk. We need to talk. Ping! Where are you, Madam Ping? Ayun, Madam Ping. Madam Bossing, how are you?
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like laughter and singing, they would also bloom joyfully. But if they heard too much wild gossip or slander, they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere. Some say it was a Fatui plot. Others say that the Chising made it all up. And still, this harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. What? Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Ah, that old trinket. I remember it being here with me, but I've grown old. I can't quite recall where it is exactly. An old friend of mine used to wear it on his person. Back when I was young, he saw me gazing at it often and gave it to me. But he told me then that if someone should come to borrow that bell, I should not be loath to part with it. It has been many years, and who knows how many times someone has come to borrow this bell. Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with chores if you have any too.
All right, children. There is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Eugene Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work? Hey, that's rude! And even if it was like that, it must be a very expensive bell, right, Granny?
Oh, youngsters. I simply mean that the bell is somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it.
This Granny's so weird. What does she mean, her whole house?
Genie. Si Genie lumabas dito.
Huh? Where are we? What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her hands. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you children. Please help an old lady clean up.
Animal hypostasis emulate? also be an Adeptus? Does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. How did this opening work again? Oh dear. All right, that'll do. Come on out now.
Come on up now. Come on up.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really are quick. An Adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Paimon kinda knows what you mean, but is also kinda confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless Adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I be unwilling to lend you the bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
We will. Thanks, Granny. Thanks, Granny.
Madam Ping. Put the perfume and incense in that place.
This is a peaceful neighborhood.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. Of course. How would I know that the bell was with her otherwise?
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
Madam Ping.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea.
Parang alaga ko si Madam Ping.
When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
Pati alaga mo.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites. Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curiouser.
Will we do? Ayan, kites. Hindi naman yung ano. Angola. Angola ni Pepe. Madam Ping na naman. Ay, kala ko si Madam Ping na naman eh.
Ah, sir, you're here. The 7 kites you asked for have been made to order. Would you like to take them now?
Yes, thank you.
It's rare to see customers who want to buy this type of kite nowadays. In the early days, we used to get orders from people of all walks of life.
Well, this is Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, so he's probably